See, countries like Nepal, Maldives, and Sri Lanka, these countries always have this dilemma of if at all they're more dependent on China, it may affect relations with India. And if we are closer to India, it affects relations with China. So can you compare how Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Maldives balance the relation between India and China? And according to you, which country is really able to balance very well? And what is your suggestion regarding this? I want your suggestion regarding this.
Sir, firstly, regarding Maldives, I would say, sir, because of the nature of the governments that are there in Maldives, a particular government is completely pro-China and another government is completely pro-India. So there have been alternative periods of pro-China, pro-India narrative that has been going on in Maldives. And I think that Maldives has not been really good in balancing both of relations with both of the countries.
See, even in police service, there are few police reforms implemented by the government in the last decade. Tell me at least 2 reforms which you think has really changed the face of police in terms of public perspective.
So first of all, I think police has definitely become more tech savvy with growing. Although there are emerging technologies through which criminals are doing more crime, but I think police is also catching up. So there is a lot of capacity building within the police department, which really has enhanced the conviction rate.
There is this feeling among the people of Delhi and Uttar Pradesh and surrounding areas, a slight discrimination towards the people from Northeast. Have you ever observed that?
Yeah, unfortunately, sir, it is a reality that there is some form of discrimination meted out towards the people of the Northeastern region.
So what measures do you think, what more measures do you think we have to take in order to reduce this discrimination?
So I feel that there is a need to take measures at 3 levels. The first one would be at the legal level.
Then see, tell me the qualities that you think you have, which make you think that you are fit to be an IAS officer.
So first I would say my social skills and my ability to get along well with people. Secondly, sir, I would say my analytical abilities to analyze any situation and to think in both short term and long term to see the bigger picture as well as the finer details.
Why specifically around Sankirtanas you started loving from childhood? I mean, whose influence is there on you? Who influenced you so much to love one more Sankirtanas?
Sir, I was born in Rajampet, sir, which is almost 10 kilometers from Tallapaka, the birthplace of Annamacharya, sir. So in the childhood, we used to go to the Chennakeswar temple where Annamaya used to go. So these places, so that has profound influence on me, sir. And we're also ardent devotees of Lord Venkateshwara.
See that whenever foreign delegates come to India, to any city, maybe Hyderabad or Ahmedabad, whatever, the local government will try to hide the poverty. Have you observed any instances like that? We try to show them a picture of development by keeping away the beggars, by keeping away undevelopment. In whichever route they come in, we will show only development. Have you observed such instances any time?
Quite unfortunately, that is true, sir. That is what we try to do. That is taking ad hoc measures and trying to throw a very, very rosy and a very beautiful picture to the foreign delegates, essentially to grasp their impression. So that is something that we do, sir, which is unfortunate, but which is not uncommon, sir. It is common throughout the world, sir.
Don't you think Greenco cannot produce and cannot sell green hydrogen at the cost of NTPC? If I tell like that, this is my opinion. What is your opinion? Do you agree with my opinion?
Sir, I think it depends upon a lot of factors. For example, in order to produce green hydrogen, it is essential for us to have the renewable energy power supply. So in that aspect, NTPC has a lot of investments in the solar power plants, which can generate renewable energy for the production of green hydrogen. And so Greenco, in order to rise up to those levels and also compete with NTPC at a competitive cost, it has to focus on its investments in renewable energy sector as well. So maybe with future investments, Greenco certainly can beat NTPC, sir.
Utnur is in that area where a lot of tribes are there. Tribes, right? Tribal communities are very rich. Heritage is there, no? Tribal heritage in the Utnur area of Telangana. Okay, tell me some major communities of Utnur.
Yes, sir. There are various tribal communities which are situated in the Utnur, sir, who lives in the Utnur, sir. Firstly, the major community being Lambada, sir. Secondly, Gond, sir. And there are many PVTGs, sir. For example, Kolams, Ants, Totis, so on and so forth, sir.
Okay. What is the other PVTG?
Sir, other being Chenchu, sir.
Chenchu PVTG.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they are PVTGs. They live in Ahmedabad region of Telangana, sir.
Okay. So Chenchus, what is their main problem for the Chenchus? Is it livelihoods or health or education? What is the main problem for Chenchus?
Sir, they are being identified as particular vulnerable tribal groups. Sir. So the tribal community who are in the particular vulnerable tribal groups has many problems, sir.
As you know, Rajasthan is a dry state in terms of water availability. Most part of Rajasthan, Western Rajasthan, right? So there are some large infrastructure projects from the central government side as well as state government in order to solve the water scarcity. Among all the infrastructure projects, name 3 projects that are your favorites, which you think has really contributed to solve the water scarcity problem in Western Rajasthan specifically. Here I'm focusing on Western Rajasthan.
So in terms of Western Rajasthan, I could recall one project, Indira Gandhi Canal,
Yes.
so which has helped in bringing back the agricultural operations in the Hanumangarh, the western region.
The water come from where? In the Indira Gandhi Canal, water comes from which rivers?
So it's Satluj and so it's sir, I have to check it once.
No problem. Name 3 projects in the Western Rajasthan.
Sir, in Western Rajasthan, I could recall only the Indira Gandhi project, but there's another project which is in Eastern Rajasthan.
These days, when you talk about development, they say space is the future. India has to invest more in the space for further development. Can you tell me how investment in space will help increase the socio-economic indicators? How can it help India in development by investment in space technology?
Yes. So one thing that strikes my mind is if we can develop the space sector and if we can enhance our capability of satellite connectivity, sir, this way we can bring in better telecommunication and internet services to people.
Any impact on agriculture? How can space technology help in agricultural production and yield, increase yield?
Sir, better monitoring over agricultural fields, sir.
Okay, see, businessmen, civil service officers, civil servants, and politicians.
Yes, sir.
Whom do you think India requires more for economic development of the nation? Economic development nation, whom do you think we require more? We require the best talent. The best talent of India should be where? In the business, in the bureaucracy, or in the political system. Of course, all 3 are important, I know that. But if you have to place them in order, the best talent should go to where, according to you? Where do we need that? You have to put in order.
Sir, I think as your statement says, we need all the 3 are very important with respect to politicians and the kind of identification of what are the major projects, vision. And for administrators, we need great talent for proper implementation, and businessmen for the future, innovative technology, sir. But I think if we have to talk about innovation and on these lines, sir, I think businessmen should have an edge in this manner. But I would still not support the complete best talent being there, sir, because obviously to foster that environment, we need good policies, we need good administrators who can understand what their requirement is.
Support for rice. See, let us talk about government support. Among all the things you said that government support is more for rice. Don't you think government is providing equally good support for millets?
Yes, sir. Definitely, government in recent times has taken a large number of initiatives to promote millets, sir.
Example?
Would be like declaration of 2023 as International Year of Millets.
That's okay, but tell me direct support.
And providing even agencies such as ICAR have also supported by releasing new higher yielding varieties of millets. And in a certain sense, by organizing programs, activities of millet-based foods.
Okay, what about MSP? Is MSP there only for rice or millets also?
We have millets also. We have support for millets as well, sir. And in recent time, the growth rate of MSP for millets has been higher when compared to that of rice.
It's higher, right? Higher. So farmers will have more benefits, no, if they grow millets. So do you think Anantapur there is a chance of again going back traditional millets because of more MSP, support for millets, or health awareness among the public to consume more millets? Because these things What do you think in the next 10 to 20 years? Let us look at long term, next 10 to 20 years. Do you think in Anantapur, which is a bed of millets, again the farmers will start cultivating millets? They'll replace paddy with millets. Are you able to foresee such kind of transition or no? When you say AI, these days ChatGPT is coming into the minds these days, okay? So who are the competitors for ChatGPT?
So there is a Google bot called Gemini, and there is also Microsoft bot called Bing, and even there are many small scale bots are being available. For example, in agriculture sector, in India there is a bot called Kisan GPT, which is available for farmers. So there are multiple competitors.
So why ChatGPT became so famous compared to the other competitors like Gemini?